There goes Sky. Lucky View Podcast episode 173. I go by name of Arrow. We got Papijohnson here. Mahdi's not here. Carbs is not here. They're taking PTOs.
Facts. Carbs is officially Muslim. So he's finishing up Ramadan. I'm proud of my brother. Shout out to him.
Sky is here. She's just barking like crazy. How's your week, man? How's everything? How's life? How's work? How's life?
My week's been all right. Got a lot going on at the moment, so I've been trying to keep busy. I had to get a new wire for my mic.
I tell you because I got a new wife, yo.
Yo, chill. I had to get a new wire for my mic. Recorded 2 new records. Got to get back to my YouTube videos. Just trying to really figure it out right now. But besides that, just trying to keep busy. So much shit going on that I'm not there right now, honestly, unfortunately. But how about you, man? How's everything with you?
You know, everything's good. Just trying to survive this this thing called life.
Facts.
But no, yeah, everything's good. Everything's straight. I'm removing those 2 machines from that bad location this week, so
okay,
that's a plus. Other than that, you know, just trying to survive this thing called life, yo. That we all try to survive.
I feel you.
But yeah, let's see, where could we start? I'm trying to think where we could start. Where do you want to start?
Man, we could just start talking about. We can start talking about Drake. Honestly, I know. We have previously said that we would stop talking about Drake, but how can we stop talking about Drake? You feel me? He just dropped "Rescue Me." Come and Rescue Me. I think that's the name of the record. And honestly, come and rescue me, man. That record hard. I cannot stop listening to it. It's on repeat. And that's where I'm at with it right now. It's just on repeat. Consistently listening to it.
It was a great record. I'm not gonna... Does it seem... When do you think he recorded it?
To me, he probably recorded it maybe... I'd say he probably recorded a year ago. I would say if anything, he recorded a year ago. If anything. But it doesn't sound outdated or anything. It sounds like it's in with what's in right now. And the vibe is obviously very dark. It's a very dark R&B record. So overall, I enjoy it. I don't think it's dated. I think it is where it's supposed to be. And it gives that classic Drake vibe where he's just in his bag.
No, I agree. I think at first I didn't like it when I first listened. That snippet that he dropped.
Yeah.
I wasn't really... It was cool to me.
Really?
But then when the official song came out, I was like, nah, this record's crazy, yo.
I mean, when I heard it, I was like, nah, that's what I'm talking about right here. This is the Drake I like. The Drake that's in his bag where I don't like, he's just vulnerable and he's just...
The hook is very, 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 very catchy.
Oh, very, very catchy.
Very catchy.
And I like the way his vocals, they kind of drown his vocals towards the end where, but like right before the end of the record, like they drown his vocals and it sounds so fucking dope. Like it's like, it doesn't sound too overly done and it just sounds like it's almost like a part of the beat. Mm-hmm. You know, it sounds like it's a part of the beat. So I enjoy the record. I enjoy the record overall.
Yeah, the record was a great Drake record. I'm not gonna lie. I'm debating, is he gonna drop another project? But then he's going on tour, so there's not really why would you want to drop another project when you're trying to promote Her Loss with 21?
True. I mean, but he did, when last time he went on tour, he did drop what was it? What's that pack that he always dropped? damn, what's the name of it?
The care package.
Not the care package. The other one, like the little small EP with like 3 songs. Why am I blanking? Hold on, I'll tell you right now.
Oh, the records with what's next.
Yeah.
Why needs it. Oh, the Scary Hours.
Scary Hours. I feel like he might drop another Scary Hours. Because, I mean, there was a snippet of him and Uzi on a record. I ain't gonna lie, that record hard too, man. I mean, I did talk to a few people, and they said they didn't really like the record. Said it sounds a little too forced, but I think that right now, Uzi's hot, especially with his Let It Rock record, that it's smart on his behalf. It's a great business move. I personally think it'll be a great record to put out. It sounds pretty dope. Drake is in that element of, you know, using his vocals in different ranges, and I personally enjoy it. I think that's why I'm the Drake fan that I am, because he's consistently improving on himself, his vocals, taking chances, creating something different. So all in all, I'm excited. I want that full record to come out. Even though there's a bunch of records that never came out that are just like on SoundCloud and stuff like that from people just releasing. But I think that record will be dope to just hear it, you know.
No, I agree. I think no, that Uzi record was hard. That record Uzi. But other than that, was there any other Drake news?
Not really. I think the
did you hear the AI with the munch?
bro. It just sounds so weird. It sounds so weird. Like, first of all, I don't ever want to hear Drake telling me that I was feeling you. But it just sounds so on point. I mean, it doesn't really sound like him, but it sounds like him, if that makes sense.
I just think I actually like what I think it was Universal. They're trying to do they're trying to block all of that. Because I think if you think about it, it does hurt the artist.
It does.
It takes away from the art. It takes away from, they can lose money.
Mm-hmm.
The rights, the owner rights of the records.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I think it is Universal that you're trying to make a law and block those AI records.
I mean, I'm not mad at it. It's definitely.
Well, Eminem did it.
Hell yeah! Look at him, man. He used his white privilege for that. But all in all, blocking any AI records from coming out is definitely a smart move, because again, it's detrimental to an artist. It's detrimental to the craft too. Like, I understand some people, you know, they're creative. They're probably great songwriters, and they probably think that these are the artists that would sound great on these records.
Yeah.
But all in all, that hurts the artist. That hurts their profit. And I think at that point, if you're just trying to do something like that, it'd be better off doing something like that, making a demo and sending it to labels and letting them know, like, hey, look, I made this record for this artist. Can you pass it along? This is how I think it would sound if they were on it. I think that'd be a better way of promoting yourself as a creator or a songwriter or producer.
I agree.
So, but all in all, it is scary. It's a super scary thing, because, you know, I wouldn't want somebody to AI generate my voice.
And it was Universal. I just checked it. It is Universal. It's trying to block, like they're trying to get in touch with the streaming services to block AI records to come out. Mm-hmm. But then again, they could just still put it on YouTube. I get it.
Yeah.
Because if you put it on streaming platforms, they're making money.
True. Did you guys listen to the TikTok I sent y'all of that AI Drake and Weeknd record?
Which Weeknd record was it?
I don't know, but it's all over TikTok. I got you.
But there's a couple of Drake that he did with the Weeknd.
Yeah, no, I know, but this is like, I never heard this, so I'm just I ain't gonna let this shit go hard.
Yeah,
bro, this shit go hard. Yo, hold on, wait for the switch up real quick.
They would actually make a great collab album.
Bro, that shit is so hard. I think the person who created that record in the AI, it's out on streaming platforms, but you see that's the problem.
Oh, it's on streaming platforms.
Yeah.
Under what name?
Ghostwriter.
You see, now that's the problem. That's probably making a lot of money right now.
Oh, it probably is. That record hard. I might go stream it, yo. I ain't gonna hold you, man. Not like at this point, man. Anything that sound like Drake, I'm listening to it, man. It could be a dog barking, and it sound like Drake. I'm listening.
Oh,
to
did you hear the 50 takes over the documentary AI?
No, I didn't hear that one. Man, a lot of those records on the documentary did sound like 50 anyway.
It did.
But this AI shit is just getting more intricate every time, and people are just getting a lot more creative. I don't know. I think it's dope when records like that come out, but I think, again, like I said, creating a demo and sending it to labels to hopefully get it to the artist is a better way of doing it like this. It could lead to lawsuits. You can end up losing a lot of money. Artists end up losing royalties because you're technically using them as a property to make money without consulting them. Mm-hmm. So it's getting they're getting creative with it, man. They're getting creative with it.
There's a Jay-Z one that came out.
Which one?
It was
with Biggie versus?
No, Guru premiered it. Not premiered it, but he posted it up with Jay-Z a verse and then someone else. But it's just it hurts the craft of the artist, because you can put them on any type of beat, say anything if you want.
True.
But talking about let's see. Did you see the new EA Sports logo?
No. It's kind of hard. I ain't gonna hold you. But that's because they're with the UFC now, no?
So EA Sports is announcing the rebranding of their football video game franchise, which will now be called EA Sports FC. You looking at the logo? How do you think?
I think it's pretty dope.
Yeah, everything is a triangle. Yeah,
hey man,
if you think about it,
I'm here for it, man.
If you think about like the John Morant logo, the Giannis logo, the Kobe logo, trying to think of more logos, but a lot of it is
the Jordan logo too. If you really look at it.
Oh yeah, because the ball, the two legs. Let's see, but FC stands for what? Football club?
I think so.
Oh yeah, obviously, because if they're changing, yeah, I think this goes back to why do you think they're rebranding?
Probably to keep up with modern times, honestly. Maybe expanding instead of just keeping it.
Yeah, but if FC, we might sound dumb, but if FC does stand for football club, how can they expand from that? If that's, you could basically just do that with soccer and football.
Because again, if you really think about it, maybe that's like a branch of it. Because it's EA Sports, and then on the bottom, FC, kind of just trying to branch off of it. Because EA Sports has been doing football, basketball, and baseball for a long time.
Yes.
So I think they're trying to get into the other market of other sports. So obviously, if I'm correct, EA Sports is going to be taking over the FIFA franchise. Is EA Sports already doing UFC? Or is that its own?
I'm not really into the video games like that, so I'm not sure.
Were
you more of a EA Sports or 2K? Or whatever I think, what was it? 2K, was it? The other one, the competitors?
Yeah.
Because for me, NBA Live, the EA Sports, I stopped playing that like I think 2007, 2008. I switched over to
I'm lying about
2K.
FIFA, by the way. 2K's taking over FIFA, not EA Sports. EA Sports dropped the FIFA game.
But EA Sports, I stopped playing the NBA because that NBA Live was EA Sports, right?
I believe so.
So I stopped that. I think 2008. I just started looking too robotic, so I switched over to 2K. I think it was a 2K 2K9, 2K10. That's when I started. I was like, yo. But now I think if you ask people now, they rather play 2K. What year are we? 24 than NBA Live to 24.
Yeah. I mean, I'm with it. I don't really. I play more video games when it comes to like solo, more like RPG. I play sports games, but after a while I get bored because there's like I play online, but I rage too much, man. I'm one of those people.
I think online is the best.
It is, man, but I rage too much, and
especially if you're with your friends and playing online, like that's the whole different.
Like we can't. I can't play video games with Carbs, man. Carbs knows why I can't play video games with Carbs. You know, so I can't play online. One, online gaming is toxic as hell, and two, I'm not about to be screaming at the top of my lungs while everybody's sleeping at 2 a.m. Like, I'm good on it, man. But all in all, I'm with all the changes to video games. It is what it is. I mean, there's not much really that can be done, but I think they're taking things to
a new level.
Yeah, definitely new new level, and definitely changing up the way these sports games are starting to look nowadays.
It looks too realistic.
I love it.
Looks too realistic. I do love it, but even like the Call of Duty, I think it looks crazy. I always wanted to get into Call of Duty, but I was like you said, it's fun online and it's fun if you have your friends. But
bro, I used to get clipped online playing Call of Duty, bro. I'm never gonna forget one time, right? I was like, you know what? Let me try this online gaming. So when I had first just got my Xbox One, and I bought the bundle that came with Black Ops. So I'm playing it, getting killed. I'm like, all right, man, it's just a game, whatever. I'm like 16 matches in.
Now you
I'm screaming over the headset, where the fuck is everybody at? I'm getting murdered over here. Bro, after that, I was like, I'm never playing Call of Duty ever again in my life. I can't. I rage too much. Like, I'm one of those people that is bad. Like, I could probably break something of how mad I get.
Yeah, I think. You see, I don't get mad like that. I just get too mad competitive. Actually, that is being competitive, yeah. But like that's a whole different type of rage. That's like car rage or
road rage.
Road rage. There you go. Now that means you should have road rage then.
I probably do.
We will never know, right?
Chill, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. And the only reason I don't like playing games with Carbs is because he trolls. And especially when you're on opposite teams from him, he trolls the shit out of you. And then that should be pissing me off. I remember one time we were playing Gears of War, and we were on opposite teams. And he just kept trolling. I was like, you know what? I'm going to talk to you guys later. I turned off my Xbox. I was like, I'm not fucking dealing with this. Like,
Gears of War or Call of Duty?
Gears of War for me. I can't do Call of Duty. I'm trash. At least Gears of War, I have a fighting chance.
But better game.
Better game. I think competitively, I'd probably go with Call of Duty. I think Call of Duty is a more competitive game because you actually have to make sure that you're tactical, right? On with Gears of War, yeah, you can have tactics, you can have ways of doing trying to beat your opposition, but at times you could just do shit by yourself. You don't really need somebody else on your team. Sometimes you could probably be the best player and you're clipping everybody and your team is trash. Now what do you do? Mm-hmm. So I think Call of Duty, you just have to be a little bit more tactical. You have to be a little bit more you have to communicate a little bit more. Gears of War, not so much. Because if you have to do your thing and just shit on everybody, you do your thing and shit on everybody.
I never played Gears of War.
Never
played Gears of War.
Don't play with cars, man. They start saying some crazy shit.
I never played Gears of War. But let's see. The eSports is crazy. You want to talk about Chloe?
We can go for it.
10,000 the first week.
I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm really not. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm saying in the sense of what, if you really think about it, what is there about her? What is it about her that is unique? Right? And again, I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm like, what about her is unique that you can say you can separate her from being basically a clone of Beyonce?
I can't answer that.
And that's the problem. I get it. I get it. I understand it. She's a great singer. Matter of fact, she's an amazing singer. I don't think she should be doing pop records. Again, I'm not an A&R. I don't work for any labels. I don't know how they're marketing her or pushing her. But personally, from just listening to music and making music, I don't think that she should be doing pop records right off the jump. They gotta kind of like create her story. Obviously, she's a childhood star, right? She started off, I think, Disney Channel, and then worked her way up, or Nickelodeon, one of those two networks, and worked her way up, and just is now in music. But
yeah, but the album with her sister was
that was dope. But the thing is, it wasn't
too out there.
Yeah, no, it's not that was it too out there. It's just like they created it correctly.
Yeah,
and I think that they're still trying to push, because obviously a lot of the records on their album together was pop records, but there was a lot of there were pop records that made sense, that they didn't seem forced. Like it wasn't something like was just like, oh, this artist doesn't want that, oh yeah, just give it to them, they'll do it. You get me?
So this seems more forced.
Yeah, it just seems forced. It seems more so like they're trying to recreate something that is obviously that you can't obviously do, and it's just not gonna sound the same. 10,000 first week. I mean, as a solo artist, I mean, at this point in time, I don't think she's a mega star. Definitely a superstar.
Nah, I don't consider her a superstar.
No?
Hell no.
Why?
10K, bro. This goes back to the Russ thing. How do you have that many followers but cannot add to numbers with your music? She has 6 million followers. But then again, this goes back to, why are they following you?
Yeah.
They might be following you because the pictures you be posting up, the videos you be posting, and that. They're not following you for your music.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be that her posting all the sexy pictures is messing up her music, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if anything, she should have just dropped the album. Obviously, you need a rollout because this is her first album, but this being your first album, this is a terrible look, in my opinion.
I think at this point they just need to rework everything again.
And I want to know how, because if you could tell they put a lot of money into this.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, she's on Jimmy Kimmel. She's on all these shows. She's performing, I think, for like, did she do a tribute to like Missy Elliott not too long ago, if I'm not mistaken, or someone?
I think so. I don't think it was Missy, but I think she definitely did do a tribute, if I'm correct.
She's in all these places. Obviously, she's in there because she knows people in the label. They're gonna help her to promote. They dropped that movie, that scene that went viral. Not even that scene helped her with the sales. If anything, I think that scene hurt the sales.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
It does seem there's all this seems forced to me.
Like even the Chris Brown record, I thought that would have helped her at least somewhat, and that didn't even work.
They killed her for working with Chris Brown.
Yeah, and that record didn't even work either. I don't know. They got to figure out a new game plan. Hopefully, her sophomore album does better.
It's just, bro, either her team sucks. I think she should get a new team. Marketing team, I just feel like this is not the artist to market it this way.
Yeah.
I feel like you could do this with a Meg Thee Stallion. The way they're pushing her.
Yeah.
I don't even think I think Meg did the like probably 20. I don't know the numbers, but I think Meg probably did the same amount.
I think for her last album, yeah,
like
but her
Sweetie,
first album did
like they
better.
killed Sweetie. Why are they not killing Chloe?
I don't know, because they killed Sweetie because I don't know, man.
Bro, you getting a co-sign from Beyonce and you doing 10K, bro.
How many units did Ice Spice do first week? Let's see.
Oh no, me personally, I rather listen to Ice Spice than Chloe.
Ice Spice first week sales. Ice Spice did 15K.
Ice Spice did more numbers than Chloe, and they kind of market the same way, with the pictures, trying to be sexy, doing all this.
Yeah.
And mind you, Ice Spice didn't have a movie viral scene.
Yeah.
But I think they did. You know what's crazy? They did try to push that little TJ and Ice Spice fling.
They did. That shit didn't work.
Same way with they tried to push the Gunna and Chloe fling.
Yeah, but then Gunna told.
But this is what I'm saying. Damn, Ice Spice did more numbers than Chloe. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, but then people are gonna be like, "Oh, but that's rap. You can't compare rap to R&B." But it's just like it's not comparing, because if that's the case,
because they're both
Summer Walker's out here doing numbers like it's nothing. You get what I'm saying?
SZA.
No, Summer Walker too.
No, I know, but the reason why I think we can compare is because they're both being marketed the same way.
Yeah.
If you think about both of the records, basically talk about the same thing, but one is R&B, the other is, I don't know what you consider Ice Spice, but hip hop, R&B, rap, whatever.
They have to scrap everything and do. They have to come with a new gimmick. Again, there's nothing bad about Chloe's talent. They're just doing something wrong on their end to get her music going, right? Because honestly, I'm not saying that people don't know her music or people don't recite her music, but who can really be like, oh yeah, this is my favorite Chloe record? You get what I'm saying? And that's terrible, especially being an artist, a mainstream artist. And
I don't consider her a mainstream artist. I don't consider. Just think about it. 10K. How much, bro? That's not even. How many people live in Patterson?
I'll say about 80.
80,000?
Mm-hmm.
80,000?
Yeah, probably more. I don't know.
Bro, that's not even the smallest town in Jersey, bro.
I don't know. I hope they figure something out, but I'm rooting for Chloe.
I'm not.
I am. She's super talented, but the records, I think, I don't know. They need to figure something out. Probably push towards more of a conservative gimmick where, it's more, deals with more like a soulful R&B, which most likely can work for her. Obviously, she's a very curvy woman, beautiful woman, but I think they should probably lead towards something more conservative, more intimate. Look for a niche where people are actually gonna buy her music. But until that happens, I can't really say anything. Again, I'm not an A&R. I don't work for the labels. I don't know anything. I'm just a listener, spectator.
What'd you think of the Ice Spice and Nicki record?
Hard.
Really?
Hard. I like that record anyway. Prince Diana record? That record go hard. Then Nicki jumped on it. The GOAT.
I still got Cardi over her, but hey, man.
That's you, man. I listened to that. I was like, it's like these bitches burn their London bridges, but these bitches ain't British. I was like, word, let me get my cup of tea and crumpets, man. That shit go hard. As much as people talk so much shit about Nicki and saying that she's a mean girl or whatever, but when it comes to rapping, like, top tier, bro. You can't take that away from her. You cannot take that away from her. And as of lately, me personally, her verse, I think she's going through that. She's going through that Lil Wayne moment, right? Where she just sounds dope as hell on other people's records, but her records are just not hitting.
I know we're still music. The Ice Spice and Nicki record or the Glorilla and Cardi record?
Come on, man. Don't do this to me, man. Don't do this to me, man.
Are you surprised that Ice Spice picked Nicki over Cardi?
No. I'm not. Because if I'm correct, I think Ice Spice said her favorite rapper is Nicki. So, and then I wouldn't be surprised if she's a Barb. So, But at the end of the day, I mean, Nicki on this record, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. And I think the way they're trying to push Ice Spice, they're trying to make her bigger than Cardi.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't think it's gonna happen either.
But she does have the personality for it to work.
Facts.
But
Sure, personality. Yeah, man, we're gonna use that word, personality. When she bends over, nah, man, that's her personality. When she hits you with the gra and then bends over, that's her personality, man. Personality. When she's shaking her booty, nah, man, that's her personality, man.
You don't think that's hers? That's Cardi's?
Probably is. Well, that's Cardi's?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not looking at Cardi's personality, man. I'll tell you exactly what I'm looking at for Cardi, man. You know what I mean?
No, but don't you agree that's why people liked it, though?
Who?
Cardi.
Her personality? Yeah, she was funny as hell.
But that's why, don't you think? And also,
what personality does Ice Spice have, man? You tell me. What personality? I could tell you a few personalities.
I'm just saying, because you just said that they're trying to make her as the new Cardi.
No, I'd say they're trying to make her bigger than Cardi.
Okay. So my thing is, what pushed Cardi to that next level? Her personality. Yes or no? The way she was always on live, the way she talked, the way she interacted, the way she was just her.
Yeah, I agree. But this is the thing, right? The problem with a lot of new artists, I think personally, is that they don't
have personality.
They don't have personality. You get what I'm saying? There's no personality there. There's no, what am I buying into, right? So as of right now, all I'm buying into Ice Spice is red hair, you know, the gra, and when she bends over, her personality. But that's the only thing that I'm really buying into, right? Is her image. Like what's her background? What's, you know,
she's half black, half Dominican.
That's cool, man. But we bought into Cardi because Cardi's funny as hell. She speaks her mind.
This is my, because you said they're gonna make her bigger than Cardi, so I'm like, the reason why Cardi made that level is because of her personality. People liked that, and then they liked her music. Yeah. Other times, people liked their music, then they liked the personality. With Cardi, it was they liked that for it, and then they're like, "Oh, she makes music too, and it's good."
Maybe that's why my videos are doing the way they're doing, man. I'm here with it, man.
You gotta, like, I think we're in an era now. It's not like back then that people don't care if you were funny. People didn't care if you were sensitive. They didn't care about any of your personality. They just wanted the music. Mm-hmm. They were in an era now is that people want to invest in more than the music in the artist. So I think that's why you see a lot of artists try to make skits, try to be funny, try to say jokes, or just being real, being honest about the background. And I think that brings the fans. I feel like we all say, it's bigger than music.
Yeah.
I think with Cardi, I think Cardi was on the first that people liked her before liking her music. People didn't like the music, then they liked her.
That's true. I agree.
I think with Nicki, people liked the music, then they liked her. She didn't get famous because of the way she was. Mm-hmm. She got famous because she made great records.
Yeah, I agree.
I think with Ice Spice, they see, I don't know if you watch their interviews, I just see clips of it, and I could tell why people like her. Because she's just a regular person. The way she talks, she sounds like she's from the Bronx.
She's like, I never been with a thug.
Because you could tell when artists are putting up an act and who they really are.
True.
I think with Cardi, she is just her anywhere she goes.
Facts. I mean, look at when she was trying to fight Nicki.
No, and also the interview she did with Bernie Sanders years ago. If you hear that interview, Cardi sounds like she's like the same person she sounds like she's on live. She doesn't change up her tone or anything like that. Yeah. But all for that. Is there anything you want to speak on before I bring something else on?
Yeah, we bring something up that I could kind of tell my little story on. Um, so Nike recently sponsored a trans woman to be the face of
Oh.
women's women's fitness, and a lot of women are enraged by this, right?
I saw that.
And like I get it. I'm not mad at these women for being upset, and they have every right to be upset. I'm not mad at them. Some may say, and I hope nobody takes offense to what I'm saying, right? A lot of people are saying, why is a man being the face of women's fitness, right? And I get it. This is what people are saying. This is not my thoughts or anything, right? The way I see it, when it comes to clothing is androgynous, right? And what I mean by that is androgynous.
What's that?
So basically, anybody could wear the clothing. And the reason I say that is because perfect examples: Young Thug, Prince, very feminine. They wear clothes. They've worn clothes that are very feminine, and nobody says anything about that, right? But now, when you got, a trans woman being the face of what women's fitness is, I understand why the uproar. They should have went with a woman to be the face of women's fitness. Understandable. But if you've been a Nike shopper for years since their inception, Nike is consistently always innovating. All right, they're always consistently innovative. They're always trying to push the mark and do things to the next level. No, just trying to be different from the competition. Mm-hmm. So I think at this point, we have to really see it from the business and marketing standpoint and why things are being done. Now, I'm not speaking on behalf of the company because this is nothing that has to do with me. I have my own views, but my views don't matter.
Are you gonna say your views or no?
I have my own views, but my views don't matter. And
do you agree or disagree?
Neither. I just look at it and I roll with it. But
that's what you call. You cannot say anything because you're under contract, folks.
So at the end of the day, it is what it is. And to all the women who are upset by it, it's just like you have every right to be upset. And for those who are rooting for it, you have every right to root for it. And I had somebody call the store and they were like,
"Oh, people are actually calling."
Yeah, I had somebody call the store and they were like, "Just wanted to let you know, millions of women will no longer be shopping at Nike."
Oh, people are actually calling the store.
Yeah, and I was like, okay. She's like, and do you not want to know why? I was like, I'm gonna be honest with you. This has nothing to do with me. I don't care. Like,
and what they say?
I was like, if you have any issues, call customer service. That's the best I can do for you. They're like, oh, we already did. I was like, okay, and then they hung up.
You didn't touch your beer. I'm just letting you know.
That's okay, man. I'm gonna get there. Don't worry. Trust me.
So my man gave you the political answer, but I saw clips. I saw clips of it. I saw clips of females, or I want to say Republicans, burn their clothes and all that. Like you said, I get the uproar. Why people are mad. I get why can't we. Let's put it like this before I go in. What female fitness would you have picked if you were running the company?
Honestly, I don't have anybody in mind.
Because I put it like this, I feel like females in general will get mad at whoever we pick. Put it like this. Say Nike chose Angel Reese. Mm-hmm. She's popping right now, right? Mm-hmm. What type of uproar would that happen? So I feel like females in general would just be mad at whoever they pick, regardless of who it is or what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think my views on it, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Would it affect me shopping at the store? No, it wouldn't. Am I mad at the choice? No, I wouldn't. I'm not mad. Just because I think, me personally, I think it's a 50-50. I think it's a great business move. on the company, and I think they're trying to push the culture as well. I think they're
Mm-hmm.
doing both.
Mm-hmm.
It's a money move because they know what's that gonna do. It's gonna bring more money to the company, but also it's a look. We're pushing the culture forward. I think it's time to do this. Get the transgender as the face of this, and I feel like after this, there's gonna be more companies doing the exact same thing. But the whole burning the clothing, I think is stupid because I think you could just donate it.
I agree.
I think people who burn it says a lot about you as a person because if you're complaining about that and there's billions of people who are homeless and have no clothing, how do you look burning clothes?
Yeah, and I feel like that's one of my issues with a lot of these people, right?
Same thing with my son when when he threw away or cut out. I think he threw away in the trash or he cut
yeah,
them.
he threw away a bunch of Jordans. Like I understand why, right?
But donate them.
Yeah, you're better off just donate. What sense do you feel like some sense of empowerment by burning your clothes and stuff like that? Like I know there was a TikTok video that was sent to me about this lady who burnt her Nike bras. You know how much Nike bras are? Are you gonna pay $45 for a Nike bra? You tell me that. Are you willing to pay $45 for a Nike bra? And then just because of this, you're gonna go ahead and burn a $45 Nike bra? Like this is expensive clothing. Like, don't get me wrong, Nike is not cheap. Nike is not cheap. But you're better off just donating to those who need it the most, right? You're not by you doing this stuff, you're not a superhero. You're not doing right by the world. Like I understand a lot of people are saying like there's an agenda being pushed right now, and with with everything going on in the world, with especially after the mass shooting at Nashville, and I have my views on that too, and I disagree with a lot of the shit that a lot of people were doing while they were protesting, but at the end of the day, you got to think about a lot of these companies are trying to be innovative. And again, when it comes to clothing is androgynous. It doesn't matter who wears it. You got women wearing men's clothing, you got men wearing women's clothing. So it's just like, but you have to look at it beyond just the gender part of it, right? It is what it is. Does it affect your daily living? Do you stop breathing when you wake up because you saw this the day before? That's the question that you have to ask yourself. Does it stop you from doing what you need to do? And at the end of the day, a lot of you people are not superheroes. You are not making a difference by burning pieces of clothing. If you want to make a difference, start a petition. See how many people are behind you on it. That's how you make a difference. And if you see that only 20 people signed your petition out of the 500,000 followers you probably have, then that means a lot of the people that follow you probably don't agree with you. So at the end of the day, I'm not mad at people's views. Everybody has views. Everybody has a way of living life and seeing things. But by you doing that, me personally, I think you're a clown. You're a clown in my view.
Mm. So you're not gonna say your opinion?
Nah, man, I'm good on it.
Did you care about the did we speak about the transgender that one that was it the wrestler or was it
It was swimming.
the swimming?
Yeah, with the whole thing. I'll be honest with you. The whole way that thing played out, I don't agree with 100%. I'm with the female athlete. I support her 100%. It just doesn't make sense to me, right? And then people are saying that she's going around pushing this rhetoric of like hate, and it's not. I think people are starting to miss the point on why people do things, right?
Mm-hmm.
When an explanation is given, when an explanation is given, and you don't like how it sounds or you think it's detrimental to you personally, you're just mad. That's it. You're just mad. It's like if you're in an argument with somebody, right? And then the other person is winning the argument, and all of a sudden you want to get violent. Doesn't work that way. And it's to have transgender women in women's sports it's a disadvantage. 100%. I agree with that point, right? Should they join women's sports if they're transgender? That's not up to me. Y'all do what y'all gotta do. But I'm agreeing with the female swimmer. What's her name? I wanna make sure I get her name right. Hold
Yeah, because that was a big, 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 big issue.
Young lady Riley Gaines, right? And Riley Gaines is going around right now just trying to spread the message of why transgender women shouldn't be in women's sports. And I agree with her on saying, again, at the end of the day, a man's anatomy is different from a woman's anatomy. Men are a lot stronger than women, and that's just a given fact. That's facts. Like, that's not anything being made up. That's facts. Y'all may agree with me or not. That's cool, but that's a fact. That is a fact. But at the end of the day, I understand her point. Again, this is the problem with America. When we all have different views, if you don't agree with someone's views, you automatically attacking that person. And that's the issue that we're dealing with. And this is why America is the way that it is. And we're heading towards a downfall. At the end of the day, and then you're attacking this young lady because she has a different view on things. Like, you guys are disgusting. Like, honestly, those who attacked her, you guys are disgusting. You guys are clowns. And by you doing that, does that make you feel better? Does that make you sleep at night? Are you changing the world by attacking somebody? Because I know if they were attacked you, another uproar. Oh no, they're transphobic. They hit a trans woman. Now we have to make sure that, like, it's, you guys are playing this manipulative game where y'all trying to make things go one way instead of actually having a decent conversation and a decent debate or argument on why you have these views. So that's just how I see things.
I see. Staying with Nike, what you think about the new signing?
What they sign?
With
Nico?
Yeah.
Buying everything. I'm going broke.
You think so?
Come on, man.
One of the best signings?
This year so far, yes. I think that's a great business move. I think at this point, a lot of these creators are trying to just dabble with all the bigger retails. Because as you can see, like Jerry Lorenzo went to Adidas.
Yes.
And then they previewed the new shoe. I personally think it still looks very similar to the Fear of God Nike shoe. And I understand why they did it that way. But if that's the case, I'd just rather get the Fear of God Nike shoe.
Do you know when his first collection coming out?
No. I think they just recently signed them. So if I had to like take an estimate, probably end of the year, beginning of next year.
It's going to cost a lot.
I'd say probably like around like the 200 margin. What you think about the collab? The signing?
It was a great signing. Where else is he going to go?
Reebok?
Where else is he going to go? Because if you think about it, we didn't speak that Beyonce and Adidas parted ways.
Yeah.
Just because the sales of Ivy Park wasn't that well, so they parted their ways. Kanye, we still don't know about that. Adidas is going on a decline. And not that it's a great signing for Nike, as like he created one of the greatest brands.
I agree.
So now with Nike, do you think he's gonna do clothing or you think he's gonna do shoes?
Probably both. He'll probably do like a collection, like shoes and then the apparel to kind of go with it. So I wouldn't be mad at that.
It's crazy how they were suing Babe.
No, it's not crazy. I understand why they were suing Babe.
And then this happens.
Hey man, Nico's probably like, yo, I'm out. Yo, y'all need somebody new in your company. So I'm not mad at it. I'm with it.
What you think about the Beyonce party ways?
I'm not upset at it.
There's a lot of things happening in the fashion world this year.
I think that obviously Adidas is going to lose money regardless because of that. But if the numbers aren't reflecting what they projected, then at some point you got to part ways. You know, you got to part ways at some point. And don't get me wrong, a lot of the Ivy Park collection was super dope. I think the first season of Ivy Park did way better.
Obviously, because it's the first time.
Yeah, but I think that after that, It just kind of went downhill. It just doesn't gravitate to people. It's not like, oh my god, you
I
know.
think she's gonna go with Puma.
That's what's up, man.
I think she'll go with Puma.
I'm not mad at it.
I think it's the only way.
Hey, man.
Because you got Cardi with Reebok. Who's in Adidas right now? Besides Bad Bunny.
Pusha.
Besides Bad Bunny. We can talk
Messi.
about that. Yeah. I don't know. I just think Adidas is in a decline. I don't know.
I think towards like the urban market, Adidas doesn't really have a hit. I mean, obviously they got their classic sneakers, you know, but
I just think the sneaker culture in general is in a decline. Obviously, it's like a stock market. It has the ups, it has the downs. I think by the summertime, I think by June, I think everything should kick up with the prices. Staying with the sneaker culture, did you hit on Saturday?
Come on, man. Got 2 pairs.
What's it called? The Pine Greens?
No, Lucky Green.
Lucky Green. I need those, yo.
I saw them in person.
Yo, those and the yellow taxis. I need the. You guys still have the yellow taxis in store now?
I'll find out for you, man. I got you.
But then the Brotherhood. There's a couple of ones I want in the collection. And I think, like I told you off air. I said I think this is the perfect timing to invest in. Like if you want to wear them in Jordan 1s now, just because the market is so low right now, because nobody wants Jordan 1s right now.
Yeah, because it's oversaturated.
Yeah,
and Nike played it well by doing that consistent new colorways every week.
Would you invest in breads right now?
1s or 11s?
Jordan 1s, yeah.
Yeah.
And then just hold them?
Of course.
Because I think when do you think the Jordan 1 come back? Like, when coming back, I'm talking about like the top shoe that people want again.
Probably when another like classic retro comes out. Because obviously, the Lost and Founds was a big hit.
The Jordan 2s didn't do well.
They didn't do well at all. I mean,
you guys still have the Jordan 2s in your store?
Some sizes,
the
not
Chicagos.
Some sizes, not a lot.
9.
I'll double check.
Those I want. I like Jordan 2s. I always like Jordan 2s. What do you think? Out of all the Jordans, what do you think is next that's gonna be popping? Besides the 4, or do you think it's just gonna go 3 and 4, and then they'll go back to 1s?
I mean, 3 and 4s are they're classics. Especially when they did the reimagined 3s. I think right now they're shooting for 4s. But if I had to choose,
trying to kill it with all these colorways.
Yeah, but I think right now, personally, what I think they're gonna try to aim towards
11s.
No, well, 11s is definitely this year. Like, there's a lot of colorways that are dropping this year, but I think they're trying to kind of work with the 7s, the 6s. Sorry, the 6s, because we're getting a lot of colorways in the 6s.
Oh, with the classic infrared, right?
Yeah.
I still need those.
Because I know they're releasing the aqua blue joints. I mean, they released the aqua blue 5s. Those didn't do well. But I think they just need to release. If they release all the retros, those are the like the classic retros. Those are the ones that are going to do
Which one classic you're waiting for a re-release?
The bread ones.
No, but like, a one that's like a underrated one that you're waiting.
Underrated one. I really want the shattered backboard ones.
No, I'm talking about underrated, like just not
underrated.
Ones,
underrated.
Yeah. Like you're waiting for a re-release, or you're just waiting for 1s and 3s and 4s.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind for them to. It's just tough because a lot of the ones that did drop, they were all, they were all hyped. So to really say like which one I wanted is kind of difficult.
Space Jams.
I would love a pair of Space Jams. I got the 2019 pair. Yeah, the 2019 pair, the ones with the 45 on the back. I cooked them. Them shits is cooked. Like, them shits is beat to the ground. But if they re-release those with the 23 in the back, yeah, I definitely would want those. Definitely would want those.
You know what Jordans are like?
The 15s are underrated, by the way. The Jordan 15s, those are super underrated.
Which ones are those?
Those are like they look like really big and bulky. Remember, the Billie Eilish ones that I have.
Oh, okay.
Those Jordans are super underrated, but it takes specific people to wear those.
You still have the Billie Eilish shoes?
Of course, man. In my house.
No, what was it? Was it the Jordan 13s? I think. Let me see. Is it the Jordan 13s underrated?
13s are also doing a lot of colorways now.
13. No, is it 14?
Even Billie Eilish collection is not doing that well sneaker wise.
The 14s are underrated.
Facts.
Like the white and red ones, and then the white and blue ones.
The all black with the yellow, those were fire when they came out. The 14s are definitely underrated.
Aren't those called the Ferraris?
No, the Ferraris are the red ones. But
then you hit on 2 of those, yo.
I got 2 of them things. I'm gonna return one though. I don't need 2 pairs.
You got the yellow taxis too, or not?
Yeah, I had the taxi ones.
When they first came out?
No.
Those are going. All the Jordan ones are going on the retail.
Hey man, best time to buy right now. Best time to buy.
We didn't even talk about the merger of because we were staying on what were we talking about? We were talking about wrestling, I think, because of the WWE and UFC merger. UFC, I think, or was it UFC that bought them?
No,
it was
WWE. WWE. I think it's just a merger. I don't think it's who bought who. I think it's just a merger, which is definitely smart. Because that way they'll be able, you never know. Because you also have UFC fighters that are making their way into WWE. All in all, I think it's a great merger. It's a lot of money in that. And having a backing like WWE also as a sponsor too for any UFC fight, that's big. That's big.
I don't watch UFC, so I'm not.
I sometimes watch it.
Oh, talk about next Saturday.
Oh, is the fight already?
Yo, you got to call off, yo, or work early. We got to pod early, and then we'll watch the fight somewhere. We got to pod like a 30-minute. We got to pod like at least come here real quick, pod, do like a pre.
So 2 episodes that week?
We can do 2 of anything.
I like that.
I'm
with it.
Are you opening or closing? You gotta switch.
I don't know. I gotta check. I think I'm opening.
You gotta.
I'm not 100% sure.
Not show up, man.
I'm not 100% sure what's my shift.
And then we gotta go watch the fight. And then,
are you betting?
Nobody wants to bet with because everybody wants Tank. But I do say this: Tank, like I said, Tank it under 5 rounds.
I give it to the 7th round. I think that's where it'll be stopped. Look, man, if Ryan wins, I'm not potting for like 2 months, yo.
Yo, that video is coming back. A lot of people leaving comments because the fight's coming up.
Hey, man, I can leave all them comments y'all want. I don't take nothing back. Bro, y'all heard Tank in that interview? Man's is not real, man.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Man's is not real. I've been said this. He's a privileged child, man. He's a privileged kid. Had everything given to him. You can
nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. Shout out to the parents for working hard their whole life to be able to provide for their child. I'm never upset at that.
It's just the way he's acting.
Exactly. The
antics.
The antics, your attitude, the person you become from the way you were just kind of spoiled. It shows a lot about you. And again, it is what it is, I said what I said. I don't take it back. He doesn't represent our people well. If you want real fighters to represent our people, just look at Canelo. Canelo's a perfect example of those who root and whip for it.
Canelo was wrong for that messy thing,
Hey, look, man, that's how Mexicans are, man. You talk about us, man.
But he wasn't, though. He didn't step on the flag. I mean, the jersey.
I know, man. I know. But, we're sensitive, man. Real Mexicans are sensitive. You know what I'm saying? But again, I stand by what I said. I don't take anything back. I said what I said. If Ryan ends up upsetting, I still said what I said, but, he's a fighter. At the end of the day, he trained hard and he won. But until we get there, Tank all the way.
We got to go watch the fight.
Hey man.
And then like shots. If Tank wins, I say we take shots depending on how many rounds it takes.
I'm with it.
Like if it's like 4 rounds, we'll take 4 shots.
I'm with it.
But then we got Cobra. We gotta go watch the fight. Like if it's any time of the to go out, we gotta go watch that fight. I don't know where, but you gotta open it. So then we could plan and be like, okay, we'll probably like at 4 or 5, do it for like 30, 40 minutes, and then we'll be like, okay, where are we gonna watch the fight? We gotta get there, get front row. We gotta sit right in the front.
I'm with it. That's probably gonna be fight of the year.
No, it is fight of the year.
You think so?
I think that's this fight, to me, my opinion, because I still remember the fight with Mayweather and Pacquiao. I still think this fight will be bigger than that fight.
I agree. I think even though the Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather fight, if I'm correct, I could be wrong, because I know you guys love to fucking roast me in the comments, but I think that was the biggest fight of all time, money wise, and how it grossed. But this is probably like one of the biggest fights this year, if not the biggest fight this year. There's a lot of money going behind that fight, for sure.
Yes.
So, again, I know who I'm rooting for.
No, we definitely got it. The City Boys are up, yo.
City Boys are up?
How do you pronounce his name? Hakimi?
Akraf Hakimi. Mm-hmm. Hakimi.
He played for Morocco.
He had a great World Cup, by the way.
Now he plays in PSG. So the City Boys are up. I'm gonna tell y'all why, man. I'm gonna read this story real quick. So Hakimi, I think I'm pronouncing it. His wife filed for divorce and demanded half of his property. She was, however, informed by a court that sucks that her millionaire husband owns nothing, as all his property is registered under his mother's names. Hakimi receives 1 million euros from PSG monthly, but 80% of this is deposited in his mother's account. He has no property, cars, houses, jewelry, or even clothes in his name. Anytime he wants anything, he asks his mother, who buys it for him.
City Boys!
Smart business move?
Super smart. I think that
might be better than getting a prenup.
Yeah. I mean,
or putting half of your money, be like, yo, mom, here, I'm gonna put everything. Just if I need something, I just ask you.
Well, I mean, from like videos that I've watched and articles that I've read, it was said that he already caught wind of the divorce, so he started the transfer process of transferring everything into his mother's name. But they said he's been doing it for a while, though. No, but that's what I'm saying. But
they say he's been doing it for a while.
But I mean, but again, obviously, whenever the divorce was, whenever he was obviously served, but said that he was already in the process of transferring everything over when he got wind of it. Again, I could be wrong, but that's super smart, super smart, because now from everything being in his mother's name, technically he doesn't have money, so now she has to pay for all of his court proceedings, all of his, all of the payments for that. She has to pay for that.
Yes. So
at the end of the day, instead of her gaining, she ends up losing because she has to pay for everything. And then on top of that, she receives nothing in return.
I think this might be a better way of asking for a prenup.
I agree. What are you going to do? Go divorce my mom?
But I think there might be like a little time limit.
Possibly.
That you have to do it before. I guess if your wife asks for a divorce and wants half, I think there might be a time frame that you have to do that. Put in your mom's account, whoever's account, because he can't just do a few months before that.
Yeah. I mean, again, he did it smartly. He did very.
I wonder
smart.
Who taught him that.
I don't know, man. Top G?
It's probably his mom.
Probably. Why do you think she divorced him though?
They say is she older than him?
I don't know.
I think so. I think she's like 41.
She's Spanish. That's all I know.
Give me 1 second.
Hakimi like I'm old, man. I'm not mad at it. He like I'm older.
Yeah, she's 12 years older than him.
Sheesh.
12 years older than him. I think she's. Let's see. I'm trying to see how old is he.
Shout out to Hakimi, man. Holding down the boys. Doing the right thing.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, she's 12 years older than him. That's nuts, yo.
She probably thought she was like, yeah, I'm about to. She wanted 50% of all his assets.
Nuts.
You might get 50% of these nuts. What are you about to get? Nah, he did. He did good. He was smart for that. He played that. He played that well. I want to hear what Carbs have to say about this, man. I think that'd be funny. Carbs would probably say some shit like, "Yeah, that bitch thought she got something."
Talk about. I don't know. We're watching a movie right now. Did you see the Super Mario?
Not yet.
Have you heard any reviews about? I heard it was really good.
It's a top grossing animated movie so far this year. All in all, 98% popcorn rating on Rotten Tomatoes, 52% from obviously the critics. But I heard it's really, really good. A lot of Easter eggs. The voice actor of the actual Mario for the video games played a few voices in the movie, mostly dealing around like Mario and Luigi's family.
Mm-hmm.
So that was super dope to find that out.
How much did he get paid?
Who knows? But all in all, they said the movie did really, really well. I think they're green lighting for part 2, because I think of the way the movie ended. Mm-hmm. But all in all, I'm with it. I'm here. I support it 100%. I mean, I grew up on Nintendo. I'm a Nintendo baby. I had the first Nintendo. I had Super Nintendo. I've had all the Game Boys. I had the GameCube. Have a Switch. I never had the Wii because I started getting into like Xbox and PlayStation. But I grew up a Nintendo baby. I've always loved Mario. One of my favorite Mario games of all time is Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo. Mm-hmm. That's my favorite Mario game. And then after that, it was Mario Kart. Mario Kart was my second favorite Mario game of all time. But all in all, I was excited. I was excited when the movie even came out, when they announced it, when I saw the trailer, and I'm yet to go watch it. And I'm definitely gonna go see it. So, how about you? What reviews have you heard?
I heard it was good, really good. I didn't hear no bad reviews about it.
Are you gonna go watch it?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to download it, yo.
This guy's sick, yo. You're a sick individual, yo.
But what's it called? Is there any other topics you want to cover before we close it out?
Do I have any other topics?
I think we got some of the main ones.
I feel like we haven't potted in like 2 months. Where it feels like we just let me see. No, I mean I don't really have anything else, honestly. I think that's basically all I had in mind. Besides that, yeah, I don't really have anything else. Do you have anything else?
Nah, you can go ahead and close it.
Yeah, for sure. Again, thank you for tuning in to Lucky View Podcast. We appreciate every last one of y'all. I know we've been slacking a little bit. Be patient with us. A lot has been going on. But besides that, thank you for tuning in. Episode 73. Next week, hopefully, we'll have the whole gang back together. Don't forget to subscribe.
We won't.
We won't?
Carbs out for the next 2 weeks.
Oh, he's still... Damn, yeah. I never thought converting would take this long. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Lucky View Podcast. Follow us on Twitter at Lucky View Pod. Follow us on TikTok at Lucky View Podcast. And besides that, yeah, continue to tune in. And we appreciate every last listener. And don't forget to share with everybody. But besides that, Lucky View Podcast, I am Papijohnson, Sky, Era,